Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Wood. All right. And we are live. Okay. Anyways, this is a special day. And first of all, let me tell you, we have a special guest, Dave McGinnis, who created something very special that you're about to see. The new intro to the Pimpmunk show, the Morning Wood show. Sorry, I'm all confused because Missy's flashing me behind the scenes. But anyways, yes, the new Morning Wood intro, roll it. Ladies and gentlemen, Pimpmunk. What they saying big botch about? I don't know. Everything went wrong with that intro. That was the new intro. The new intro didn't go wrong. Went wrong with my intro of the intro.
Are they saying that botched like is? Oh man,
they're saying an F in the chat. Hang on. Now it's going. I think
everything's all right.
Yeah. It's doing fine. I'm seeing it live in the chat now.
Well, I went wrong because as soon as I started, I heard Booleanenator's voice, and I was like, "What?"
I'm sorry.
They can say you. They say you can do it. So they have confidence in you.
All right, I think we firmed up here.
We'll go into the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, Pimpmunk. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Wood again. And I hope you enjoyed that intro. Again, it was better running that time because I think there was no lag this time. And so that intro, let me reset again if you didn't understand before. That intro was created by our guest that's here today, our special guest, Dave McGinnis. And we will be talking to him more about that in a little bit. But that was one of the things that we were very excited about. As you can tell, we also have a new layout. This looks great. And we got the fence posts, like I said, to keep Shabby out from touching puppies and other people. Not in a bad way. He doesn't do it sexually. He just goes and touches them, which is weird. But but I am so excited about the intro. I noticed a few people said they really liked the intro. Thank you so much. It was a lot of work to it. We've got some more stuff we're going to be talking about in a minute. But first, let me introduce who's here with us today. And first off, let me introduce the man who created that. The man who sweat, blood, and tears. He had to kill people to create that. And it was horrible slaughter stuff. But he did it. Dave McGinnis.
Yay! Congratulations.
Say something.
Well, yeah, no, it was a bit of work. The killing wasn't fun.
Yeah,
a little bit of PTSD.
He He did say sorry, trademark.
And also,
Yeah,
please forgive
absolutely.
him
There
for
was
his
many
Canadian-
apologies.
Please forgive him for being Canadian also. Who knew? Also, we're joined by the blunder from down under, the Australian Thunder, Red Eye.
I didn't do it. It was Dave.
Do it.
Well,
And
you had something to do with the instigation of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
mate,
talk about
mate.
all that in a little bit. We're gonna talk about all. We'll try to get into all that shit. But also, the big brain himself, the man who can teach you how to have chest hair, glorious chest hair. I'm talking about Landon Curnow.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on your time zone and latitude, from your friendly secular astronomer. Hello there, great Pimpmunk. And hello there, Missy. Always a pleasure to see you. And of course, Mr. The Greatest Ist.
Biscuits. Anyways, so I want to say, of course, I am joined, of course, as always, by my beautiful, lovely, wonderful, amazing co-host, Missy, and of course, my awesome co-host, Mr. Shabisky, and the wonderful voice in the sky, the hand with the man up my ass, Booleanenator, who got us there. It took him a minute this morning, but he got us there.
Yep. Well, it was a complete reset, so we had fun with it, and we got it working. So therefore,
Yeah.
Here we go, guys. And I love it.
And
love
I
it.
hope
I
you
love
guys
it.
really enjoyed the intro. The intro is something awesome. Another a little quick announcement. There is the Patreon, the Morning Wood Patreon, in the description below right now. Now we only have one tier right now because I got to get with Missy and Shabisky and Bulls and figure out what all the tiers we want to do. But we've only got really one tier. But you can give more than that tier if you want to. And then we'll put you in the tier that money value money belongs to. So if you want to become a Patreon of the show, in the description below. Also, there is a P.O. box address in the description below.
Woohoo!
There is a P.O. box. You can send me shit if you want to. You just don't
That's a
send me
really
literal
bad choice
shit.
of words.
Yeah, I do not want literal shit in
Yeah,
a box.
They
but I
they
want
can
stuff.
DNA test that. We can trace you. DNA testing is a thing. We'll find you and we'll give you your poop back via a howitzer.
Well, you
So
know
if
they
you wanna
can't do that in
send
the
stuff to
U.S.
the
They're
show-
terrible at track and trace.
Yeah. And look, if you want to send T-shirts of your company, your production, whatever, and want me like to wear, make sure they're big enough, or I'll just hold them up. Anything, well, yeah, I'll take stuff. And so, yeah. And
Send him fun stuff. Send
me fun stuff. Send me nut oil.
Like, don't send poop, but send like a Mr. Hanky catcher, like maybe a fishnet.
Well, you could take that. They have the emoji icon, the poo icon, as a nice plush toy.
Get him a poop emoji hat. He'll wear that instead of the cabbie hat.
One more thing. As you see in the description below, this is big for me, and I hope you guys are excited as well. You can see right there, it says, well, it should say, it don't. Nothing, I don't see nothing. What the hell's going on? Something got fucked up in the description. I don't know why that's happening.
Because
Yeah, I
Bull
don't see
reset
it
the
either.
stream.
Oh, does it just say multi-streaming with restream?
No, it's got, oh shit. It doesn't have the new stuff in it. And I set that all up and it had it earlier. Doesn't know why it doesn't have.
Edited it.
I don't know.
Should be able to edit it and get people to refresh.
Yeah, I will try to do that right quick.
You're fired.
Which I'll have to, oh God, I don't know. Oh, it sucks.
Why did it do this?
You broke it. It's YouTube and Skype in conjunction. What do you think's going to happen? It's like a clusterfuck. It's the perfect storm of clusterfuckiness.
And you throw
Yeah,
reset
well,
into the
anyways.
mix, and it just gets worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, stupid stuff. But I'm fixing this right now. Landon, do some talking right quick.
All right. So anyway, this has been a project that is in the works, and you'll see. For example, you notice right that at the very beginning, there was a Fat and Funny Boy Productions. Well, that is the Pimpmunks, LLC company. That's going to be his. That is his. He's gone big leagues, and that's going to be his production system there. And of course, this process, this intro, was something that was being developed. I mean, David did all the work, and people such as Red and myself heard that intro. How many times do you think we heard that intro?
Oh, just a couple.
No, I mean, we heard it dozens of times as it was being developed, and it was fun to see how that thing evolved, right, from the very beginnings of the stuff.
Yeah, there was about 20 creative inputs coming in at Dave, who's ignoring most people and just doing what he had to do.
But there were things. I mean, somebody suggested a hole in the fence.
No, I don't know.
Somebody else suggested it, and things happen. But there's lots of Easter eggs in there. You have to go and check it out. But I don't know, David. How is your journey in creating this sort of thing? Because you're the one who actually did all the work.
Because we've been doing the whole thing from sort of the ground up, starting off with branding, logo design, everything from. We went through a lot of fonts, about 18,000 fonts in a collection.
Yeah, I strongly suggested Comic Sans, but I was fucking knocked back.
18,000
Comic Sans wasn't going to cut it.
Not Zap Dingbats or something like that too.
Well, the problem began.
Well, if you include the dingbats, there were more.
Dave says, "Hey, this font looks good, right?" And then he picks it and then forgets immediately what the name of the font was, so that we could actually use it elsewhere in the production. So that's kind of what happens. So it happened because I needed a font name and I asked for it, and he just plumb forgot it because he did it 6 months ago, kind of thing. So I can't blame him for that, but we found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started off with some design work and some logo building and things for another aspect of Pimp's big launch, and then we went through some legal things and trademark registrations and all that.
That's one of the things as well. You see the Morning Wood. You might see there's a little TM down there, and Pimpmunk, little TM there, and the Fat and Funny Productions. Those are registered trademarks.
Yeah.
Eventually that'll be a little circle R.
Okay. It should be in your description if you refresh. All that should be there, I think. There should be in your paper. Go ahead.
I said go on. I don't think you really finished your talk about the Patreon. You were kind of mid.
Oh, the Patreon. It should be in there now. All you gotta do is go there. If you want to be a Patreon of the Morning Wood, there is already one tier, I do believe. I think it's a $10 tier where you get all Discord access, Patreon access, and that we're with the Discord we'll have some special Patreon Discord stuff going on. We'll have moments where Shabisky will show up and talk to the fans. I will show up, Missy, all three of us at the same time, Booleanenator, stuff like that. That'll be just for Patrons. Just times for Patrons. We'll be doing that in the Patreon section of Discord. Now, there's other really cool tiers coming. A private show, stuff like that. We're gonna have special stuff we'll send you. There's all kinds of cool shit we're gonna be doing, but right now we don't have all that up yet. We're working on that. But if you want to be like a higher Patreon, you can send that. We'll just put you in that tier when we get them all set up. And we're going to do, like I said, private shows are going to be awesome. We're going to figure out how we can do old school Pimpmunk private shows. We're going to do it more. We're going to do that stuff.
Oh, boy. Because if those old school, the old Pimpmunk private shows were, there was something crazy.
Page, remember now, this Patreon is for the Morning Wood. This is for everybody that you see in Booleanenator. Not everybody you see. Those three fuckers, Dave, Landon, and Red Eye, get shit. But me, Missy.
Are we still? Wait a second. Are we still having goddamn lag in the stream? Is it still doing that shit?
It looks like it a little bit on my end, but I don't know if it's just my thing doing it.
I wish that, hey, as soon as I start talking about it, it started getting better, I think. Go figure. It was about to kick its ass.
Well, YouTube has to always, shove something up Pimpmonk's rear. So
They do.
They do.
So
They
yeah,
like his booty hole.
you like my booty hole.
So they do. YouTube likes your booty hole.
Oh, they
Your
do
beauty
like my
hole.
booty hole. But anyway,
Beauty
make
hole.
sure you check out that page. Make sure you become on Morning Wood Patreon. Also, I didn't do it on the second go around, but there's a new PayPal link coming. So yeah, I'll put it in soon. In a minute, I'll fuck with it right now. What else do I got to announce? So the Fat and Funny Boy Productions, Landon talked about. You can see it in the description. That is my new company, my new production. That's my new company, and that's Fat and Funny Boy. It is registered. It is trademark. Other shit. There's shit. People been. There's a lot of shit that's professional now. We're taking this to another level, and I hope you guys are excited as I am. We got other stuff coming down the road that we got to announce, but I think I just got all that out of the way. Did I? Is there anything else, Landon?
yeah,
Daddy?
yeah. I think that's those are the key points. So that PO Box 466 you see in Baldwyn,
Yes.
Mississippi. Do send them interesting things. Do not. I repeat. Do not send them any Metallica CDs.
No.
No, because he wants the vinyl set.
Yeah.
I don't want the virus. But we're excited about this. I love the layout. Love the intro. The intro is fucking amazing. The intro is amazing. I jerked off to it like 8 times.
Well, also, it's your own theme music now. You've got too.
Yeah, that's my theme, baby. That's what I wake up to every morning. That is exactly how it happens every morning, except the coffee part. But yeah.
Yeah. The private Discord thing. David was kind enough to show us screenshots in action, and there are how many layers are on that intro? You'd say, David?
Like 300 or 400.
300 or 400 layers of stuff. I mean,
With individual shapes and point data that's all like hand animated. Is probably like, I don't know, a couple 100,000 points of animation.
Yeah, so it's a fairly complex process. David was kind enough to show just Red and myself some of the behind the scenes things. We saw all those dots and dancing things that are going on there. But there's lots of little Easter eggs in there that you're gonna have to come back to the Morning Wood and watch future shows because there's stuff to catch.
Stuff.
Yeah, there was a whole storyboarding process, and then
Pinfish Times was amazing.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
I might have had something to do with that, but I think Red Eye had something to do with the some of the headlines on the newspaper too. So
Yeah. And if you listen to it, you'll hear little certain me grunts, stuff like that. That me and McGinnis here work together on. I'm not the easiest person to catch, right?
I told him to put the dildo in the shower.
Did you?
That's gotta count for something.
that's rules. Yeah, you might have missed the dildo. So come back tomorrow and you can see it again.
I didn't see the dildo, so I'm definitely.
I've watched it 100,000 times too. I've showed people around here that look, it's my stuff. And so yeah, my mom was really excited about it. She didn't like the dildo. But,
What?
even though she sells them, what the fuck, Mom?
That's what I was gonna say. She sells dildos. That should be her favorite. That's her.
Hey,
Her
Mama
being
Pimp's allowed to have
unique.
double standards. I'll leave it at that.
Shower, I don't understand it. I don't use a dildo in the shower. I'm just saying, I use it in
it's
the bed.
Pimpicious.
Yeah.
Pimpicious.
Ah.
Mhm.
There you
She
go.
sells dildos by the seashore. Pimpicious.
These are dark times.
Don't want to sell dildos by the seashore. Too many crabs there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it is a cool intro, and we're excited. And we're excited about the other stuff as well, the Patreon, the P.O. Box. It's down below, P.O. Box 466, I do believe it is. I always forget that. Baldwyn, Mississippi, send me some shit, and we'll have it on. I'll expose it to the people. We'll expose ourselves. I mean, the things that you said.
So who will be
Now,
the
were
first
you,
man to write Pimpmunk a letter and send it to the field points?
Yeah, write me
Are you
letters.
going to be talking about any of the stuff that's coming on down the road, or
No,
no? Okay.
I
That's
don't
super
think.
secret stuff.
Yeah, there's other things. There's other things in the works. But if you're a person that likes to draw something, want to send some fan art to Pimpmunk, you can put it on the PO box.
Mm-hmm.
That would actually be a cool little reward for some Patreons. They could maybe get a day before access to that certain announcement.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we can do comps, do art comps, and give some merch away.
That's
Prizes.
a huge fucking. The announcement that Dave referred to is down the road, but it's fucking huge, dude. It's big shit.
Yeah.
And it's very cool. So I hope you guys like everything. I hope you guys like the intro. I love the intro. I think it's the most professional looking intro on YouTube right now.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has anything close to it. So
No.
thanks again, and we appreciate you putting up with us our kibitzing while you're doing this sort of thing. But that music. So tell David about the music. That's again exclusive Pimpmunk content.
Yeah. That was composed from the ground up for Pimp. I got really specific instructions to, hey, can you make some music?
Oh, it's a little bit more specific than that. I said it had to be goofy.
And then it was maybe
Had
it
to be
could be
goofy.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah. So
And I
don't
was
don't
like,
tell fibs.
okay.
I gave instructions. There's just not a lot of them. I thought I'll simplify the things. Goofy.
And I sat down and I was like, oh, geez. Well, when the Looney Tunes did the opening to like Merry Melodies, they used the merry-go-round breaks down, which was like already like the equivalent of public domain because it was written in like the 1920s or something. So even Warner Brothers didn't write their own theme music. They just like grabbed something that was really recognizable and already a classic and popular and stuck it in there. And so essentially it was like, hey, can you make something that sounds like a classic from scratch immediately?
Yeah.
That was a bit of a challenge. We didn't go Looney Tunes. We went a little bit more Pink Panther.
Low Energy Videos is actually opposite. He had a lot of creative freedom with this. He had a lot of creative freedom with this. Somebody said you had no creative freedom. That's not true at all. It's mostly him with little nuggets from Landon and Red Eye and me and.
There was almost
And
too much
Bulls.
creative freedom.
Yeah. I was with him in Discord for most of this when it was getting done. And yeah, to say that is incredibly incorrect. It is the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Where Dave would actually go, "Oh," and we would throw some ideas around. And for instance, just for one bit, I'm really stoked to see it made it with the coffee cup. You see, that was all.
Is it just me, or is he like total robot?
Because it was like a.
No.
Here, I'm fine.
Fine here.
Fine.
I'm not
Yeah,
hearing
we
him
had a
fine at
storyboard.
all.
We were working with that, and
They're saying Robo Red in the chat room too.
all right, I'll shut up.
We're hearing him fine, but yeah.
Just
Yeah,
your
fine.
Bull.
Is it just Red Eye, or can you guys hear?
Yeah.
Is everybody a robot?
Everybody
I mean,
else sounds
if-
fine. It's Red Eye. Like, I don't know
Well,
what's going
that
on.
I mean, maybe it's just that he's Australian.
Could
Could
be.
be.
Yeah, and then he's
Connections upside
he's
down.
a dumbass. He's a dumbass. They're saying just red. It's probably Australia. Yeah, I would agree. But now let me get this out there too. I was not the easiest person to hold down and get voices from and stuff from because my life's been like lately. I mean, it's been like everywhere. And I have not been the easiest person for beginners to work with, and I apologize a million times for that. But it's he understands. You know, I was in prison.
It's all good. It's all good. Pimp's done a whole bunch of stuff here. He went for a photo shoot.
Yeah, that's another thing. We did a professional photo shoot for this intro. Well, from beginners to work with stuff and have those pictures that you see flop up and stuff. That was actually done by a professional photographer out Landon's way.
Cool.
Yeah. Her name is JC Dill. She's a professional photographer.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't know if she wanted her name out or not. I that's going to let you do
Well,
that.
she's pro and she does a lot of mostly, although her primary target is horses.
And this time she went with a jackass. So that's okay.
On brand.
Same species, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about this Patreon thing. I mean, the Patreon will get special perks. Like they might even, if you donate enough to Patreon, you might even be able to hear the Mr. the Greatest say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might.
Yeah. I can come in and talk and say hi.
Yeah.
Well,
Smoke
I
a
do
joint.
know that one of the tiers, like I said, I've got the ideas. I do know one of the tiers is that we will put, like, there's certain that you will get your name in the description, and maybe I can work with Bulls to get the names of those Patreons at the end of the stream pop up. And something like that. Maybe we'll do that, but definitely in the description as associated or something. I don't know what we'll call it. I'll get Landon to give me a name because he's way smarter than me.
Yeah.
I just make stupid jokes. That's all.
Yeah. We have some nice. We have some great people in the chat. I say hi to PT Ham and of course, double not 6 space, and we say of course the always fun Gauge, and it appears that we have a new. Do we have a new mall?
A what?
A new
What?
resident mod.
We have a new resident.
Oh, yes. Not Booleanenator. Bowling, Matthew Bowling, Forehead Bowling. He's going to be a new mod from now on, and he's been trying to lick my balls forever to do that. And if you notice, I do need to. This is the only time I'm going to bring this up. Right now, the dislikes, you cannot view them. The likes and dislikes, and there's a reason for that. We're not going to give certain trolls the present of seeing their work. We're not going to do that, but you can still like the video if you want to. You just can't view them right now. There's some shit going on with some stupid people that are just immature, and we're not going to deal with that right now. So yeah, first time catching them on the wood, I think. Yeah, and there is a new PayPal link that I have. It was supposed to be in the description. It fucked up. I will add it later. But you can tip. We need to hear that money music. We need big money music. We need $60 million.
He's got this whole LLC to feed and support all the employees there. Yeah.
Yes. So now I literally, exactly. This is a production of this show. It belongs to Fat and Funny Boy Productions. This show is a part of that. And by the way, I will announce this. I can announce this there. There's going to be more shows on the channel put out by Fat and Funny Boy Productions. We're working on them. One of those shows will be hosted by Missy. We're working on it. We're going to have a Red Eye show. Red Eye's going to do something. And maybe Shabisky want to throw something out there. I don't know. We'll talk to him about it. And, whoever, you come to me, we'll talk about it. And, if you want to do business, we'll do business. It is business. If you come to me about that, this is business. And you'll see John Crawley, the businessman, not Pimpmunk, the character of the Morning Wood. I'm telling you that right now. It'll be different. It's going to be different. Talking to John Crawley's a little different talking to Pimpmunk.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I'm just telling you. I don't cuss quite as much. That's all.
Yeah. But that's.
But we are going to be bringing new shows to the channel. Do us, sir?
Yeah, so you got some. So stay tuned. There's more stuff, and there's more reasons to become a Patreon, more reasons to send PayPal, send them good stuff for that PO box, and watch what Fat and Funny Boy Production. So that was we were working on your LLC, and we had a whole bunch of different names, but you finally came up. You really liked that Fat and Funny Boy Production.
I did. I like the idea because I'm fat and I'm a funny boy, so makes sense. I think it's got and McGinnis the fucking the logo there, dude. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yes.
If you guys want to go back and look at the Fat and Funny Boy Productions bumper there, I think it's called a bumper. Look at that. I don't know what this shit's called. I'm just going. But anyways, it makes like a noise, like a balloon noise. And,
of course,
yeah, the
Pimpmunk logo as well. Your Pimpmunk logo as well with that little the mic there.
Yes, the Pimpmunk logo, which will, if you notice that Pimpmunk logo there at the beginning when it said "Hello, everybody, it's Pimpmunk" or whatever, that's gonna be on T-shirts pretty soon.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be some nice merch made.
Some merch is coming. Pimpmunk merch is coming soon. And the Morning Wood merch stuff is going to be a part of the Fat and Funny. And you may have some Shabisky stuff on there and Missy stuff and my stuff with the Morning Wood stuff. We're going to be working with, we want it to look really good because this man right here is not just somebody I feel, he's just some dude that got into doing intros. This man was born into this shit. Graphic art is his life. Honestly, his parents were graphic artists, and he grew up in this shit. This is what he does. This is all he knows. And awesome. This motherfucker is a professional. And I know I say that wrong, but I'm country. Y'all forgive me.
Yeah, he's definitely pro.
There's some serious layers. There's some serious layers going on, even at my level with this. So yeah.
Yeah, he's good at this shit. So
did you know
I'm very grateful to have him on my team. Do what?
Did you notice Booleanenator's intro as well? He had a bumper?
Yeah, Booleanenator had a thing there. A bumper.
Yeah, we did that in 3D.
Did it in 3Ds of threes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And so we're gonna have all that, a lot of cool shit happening. We're definitely gonna have merch coming. And as you notice, that Pimpmunk thing is fucking awesome. It's got the eye as a microphone, and the cord goes around. It's pretty fucking cool. I really like it.
When I was doing the music, I was thinking like, what would sound like something that a band would play or whatnot, like on a late night show or like walking out on stage at a comedy club.
Yeah,
it's kind of a cross between Dixieland and New Orleans jazz kind of thing. Is what
it's got like a little bit of swing to it, right?
Yeah, it's very cool. It's very cool stuff. And I also want to make this little announcement. Okay, I got lost from red. I want to make this very clear. MissyAnn and Shabisky are the co-hosts of the Morning Wood. They have, they're not the original co-hosts, but they're the current co-hosts, and they're amazing, both of them. Shabisky got to talk more, he knows that. But when he does, it's nuggets of greatness. Yeah. And we're very appreciative of both. And Missy's my girl. She does a lot. She does great little tweets in the mornings for us, and she knows how to promote the show quite well. And she also likes to touch my third toe.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
On which foot?
I'm not going to tell you that. That's secret.
The left one.
I don't know. Maybe you have 3 feet, just like you have 3 other things. So.
Cameron Sharp says it felt like a sitcom intro, which I like. Well, that's kind of the home improvement idea in a way. If you remember the home improvement intro, we went kind of there, and you noticed we went basically from the thumbnail. We worked a lot of. We got 744. Thank you, Mac, for that tip. We appreciate that.
Mac D. Oh yeah.
Thank you kindly.
I'm sexier than you, Missy. Somebody said.
Okay.
Oh damn.
I already knew that.
So I'm excited to see what both Missy does in their show, and the Mr. the Greatest in this does with his show on
If
the Fat Final
we
Production.
haven't talked to Shabby, me and Shabby hasn't really set one yet, but if we do, yeah, we'll be awesome with Shabby. I agree. Missy's gonna be awesome as well. We don't know what's coming. We've got things coming. We don't know what all's coming. But Red Eye's gonna be doing something too. I think he's got an idea too. That if he wants to talk about it, he can.
Yeah, if this thing's going to freaking work.
Yeah.
Am I all right?
here.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I had a couple of ideas. One was just a series of some game footage, and we'll lightly script a story on and just go on a stupid adventure. Or the other thing was focusing on certain subjects, like collecting would be an interesting subject to dive right into. People, why do they collect things? Where's the loss for being a collector to one of those biology and all of the different sort of stuff that people fucking. For instance, I've gone off the deep end with Hot Wheels cars since the COVID-19 crisis. I've bought hundreds of things.
Very deep. Very
Like,
deep.
I've filled a fucking bookshelf up with fucking tiny little die cars.
Fun.
It's really the hunting for treasure. Kept blistered 2009.
Well, we're not gonna do the first episode here, Red. Okay, shut the fuck up. All right?
Red Eye can interview himself to get an inside perspective of the hoarder mentality and talk about his pot as well. Yeah.
Yes. He does have lots of bromeliads and pots. That's why he has this pot thing.
Yeah.
All
And,
legal bromeliads and pots.
Like literal pots.
I'm also working. There's a couple that we like to call the power couple. Right? I would love for the power couple to do a show on the channel. I think that would be awesome. That would be Marshall Manson and Marilyn Mathers, the husband and wife, which will be here Wednesday, I do believe. Yeah. Well, we also got some announcements about tomorrow's show coming up in a little bit. But there's gonna be a lot of cool shit happening. Like we get Red Eye show, we get Missy show, we get Shabby to do a show, and we'll get Shabby to do a show, not a stream, a fucking show. The boy's gonna be awesome. I'm telling you right now. If Shabby's got structure around him, that right there, boy could be an entertainer. I'm telling you, that boy's got potential like a motherfucker.
Yes, he does.
He does, and look, this is a crew right here. We're not just a crew, we're a family. Right? The Morning Wood is a family. You fuck with one, you fuck with the other. I'm telling you that right now. And don't do that. Don't fuck with us. And in the chat's the family. Like P.T. Ham, that dude's a fucking family member of the Pimpmunk world. That's a family member right there. Landon Kirk Knowles, a family member, and he's also the man who touched me in the tub with the rubber ducky. But that will go into directions later. We'll go into that later.
Well, there was a rubber ducky in the intro.
Yes, there was a rubber ducky.
Just had too much wine that day.
Yes, he did. And Shabby enjoys it when he does it to him. Shabby's like, do it more, Mr.
I'm like, please drink more wine, Landon, please. Just a little more.
And he never touched Missy because, well, Missy doesn't have a penis. But anyways.
What?
I don't. My downstairs neighbor stole it.
Oh. That happened.
And for real, she stole it.
She's-
I ordered
she's-
a new one. It came in the mail, and she stole it out of the mail.
So why did Booleanenator's dildo show up get into the tub? How did that happen?
Well,
That's
he
Pimpicious.
came over for a visit.
Yeah, I left it
He
there.
said,
guys.
can I take a shower? Do I? Anyways, we got a lot of cool stuff happening on the Pimpmunk channel. The Morning Wood stuff, man, we're excited about all this, and we're just grateful that we got somebody like McGinnis on the job. We were happy about that. He did a great job, an awesome job. And yeah, like I said, make sure you become a Patreon. Make sure you tip today. through the Streamlabs and all that shit. Because boy, I need it in the worst fucking way.
Yeah.
And also, I may try to go to the doctor tomorrow. So if I'm I may happen to be a little late tomorrow. So we'll see. But I'm gonna try to go to the doctor and get my meds because I'm out of medicines.
Yep. So David, as I say, is a professional. This was a paid gig,
Yes.
and so if someone's ringing there and saying, "Hey, wow, I'd like David to do an intro on my TV show or something,"
It's his job. He doesn't do it for free.
you can
Very
pay him
expensive.
professional.
I suck his dick.
But yes, so he is definitely for hire for professional rates.
And not just that. Let's talk. Like the money that had to go into like the company now, getting the company registered and all that shit. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't no way I could have done it by myself. That man right over there, Mr. Landon No, helped a lot. Mr. Landon No is always been. I'm about to crack up a little bit. He's always been my biggest supporter. He's always had my back. This dude has been in my corner from the day I met him. And I could have not done anything with the Pimpmunk thing without him. He believes in me like he showed me that there was somebody out there that just believed in me and not doing it for him. And he believed in me. And it means a lot.
Yes,
You're welcome kindly.
What would have happened without Landon's generous support?
So I'm sorry, I'm acting like a little pussy. I'm acting like Shabisky all of a sudden. God damn it.
I think that everyone should love Landon as much as Pimp loves Landon, because Landon's an awesome dude.
Oh, well, thank you, Con.
I think we should can we get everyone to put a bunch of poop emojis in the chat for Landon? Smiling poops in the chat.
If
Mr.
there's another, and if there's another donation tip, I'll sing the Mr. Hanky song.
There you go.
Yay! I just told that to Missy the other day. I was like, Landon can sing the whole Mr. Hanky song. And she's like, really? Wasn't that you, Missy? I'm like, yeah, I don't even know it. Somehow smart scientist guy knows it, but I don't. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know. I could
He's a
teach
South
it to
Park
you
guy.
some point. I could teach it to you there, but yes, I have done the Mr. Hanky song in the most southern outhouse in the world.
Am I roasting?
Yeah, in the land way down under, as opposed to the land. See, I have on my T-shirt here the land. This is somewhat down under, right? Of course, it's oriented for us Northeast, but
What's it like taking a poop in Antarctica?
Cold.
well, you have to plan.
Your
You
poop
cannot-
freeze that comes out?
Pretty chilly.
It can. Part of the thing is that you just, when you have to take a dump, you just, go to the bathroom, you get a dump. But if you've got 7 layers on, and you've got a seat that needs to be heated to the point where you don't get frostbite where it counts. You do not want to sit on a cold seat and get kind of frostbitey stuck to it. So you have to prepare things. And so you need to anticipate maybe 20 minutes in advance or more that you need to go. And of course, you need to make up your tent mate, because you just don't walk out alone, because you might get, there might be like conditions where you get lost. You have to be tethered.
Mm-hmm.
There, prepare the seat, and you can't have a bladder that says, I got to go now. You got to wait. And that's why you want to sing the Mr. Hanky song. And you also have to
Poop partners.
there's a different spot for pooping than peeing. You don't pee in the poop, you don't poo in the pee.
No mix the pee and poops, y'all.
We found the place where they don't get mixed together, Shab.
What?
In Antarctica.
Oh, I ain't
By
going
the
there.
way, did you know, Missy, in the Antarctica, there was piss on the ice that spelled my name?
Yes.
Really? That's a
Courtesy
claim to fame.
of a crew of Russians that had Well, they had at least. Well, there were 10 people, and they had 12 liters of vodka between them.
Oh Lord, that's a lot of pee.
And apparently entirely too much free time.
Well, they were encouraged by this task of having the most southern ice graffiti ever done. But we and by the way, I had originally this man, Mr. Pimpmunk, asked me to do it myself, and I had actually practiced in Africa.
Yes, you did.
I mean, think about it. You don't necessarily people that have whizzed, right?
Mm-hmm.
You say, well, how well could you spell something, right? With a letter. And so I tried that in Africa, where you're doing it on the ground anyway. That's fine. But when it came to Antarctica, I had neglected, I'd forgotten that your pee will freeze between your penis and the ground. And so when I first did the thing, basically it was just raining frozen pee.
Did it freeze in midair?
Yeah.
You hadn't consumed enough alcohol.
Yes, good. It did.
Oh.
And of course, you had to open up. I had to open up carefully there, so that because you can't stick it way out there because you don't want to get frostbite.
No, you don't.
So you hold back in, but you can't get too far in because then you pee on yourself, and that's bad. So I found if I kneeled down and then kind of did this sort of like you hold it back and then you build up pressure and you kind of drill the pee in. That's why you see in Pimpmunk, that's why those dots, right? Is that someone stood over that spot and went psh, right? And of course, I realized to do a spell out Pimpmunk would take too long, and so there was this group of Russians, and one of their mates was turning 40, so they were getting lots of vodka, and I convinced them, saying, "Hey, you need to do something with that vodka. So why don't you go out and spell Pimpmunk?" And so they went through 12 liters of vodka and went out there and drilled the spots.
Went and sitting there in the southernmost parts of the planet, saying, "I'm not risking life and Willie for this. I'm gonna get somebody else to do it."
I think that's bullshit. You should have risked your dick for me.
So we're in fact, there's a little movie scanning over it as well. And then I went through and I cleaned it up, right? We did not leave the pee in the ice. We pulled the pee up and recycled, the water. It was all ecologically done because that's important for Pimpmunk.
It was funny. It was awesome to have my piss in Antarctica. Well, my name, not my piss. What? Okay, anyways. My name in Antarctica. Done by Russian spies.
It is pretty epic.
Boris Koloff. Pissed my name. Anyway. So you never had your name pissed in ice, Shabisky. Boom!
So Landon will do it for me one day, right?
No, he won't. No,
he
won't.
will.
That was my
He
piss.
will. I'll pay him.
My pee moment.
Fuck you. Okay? I'm the greatest.
How about if when going over the Marianas Trench, the deepest spot in the ocean, we take a wind off the thing and do like shab or something in the water.
You can't do that, you'll die.
Yeah, you will die.
But I know.
It's worth it. Right?
If you do it off the edge of the boat for there, that would be.
As long as you're up in the top part and not down in the trench, then you're okay.
Yeah, and I'll have on a life preserver, everything. We always safety is important.
Are you actually gonna go in the Mariana Trench, like for real? For real?
Yes.
Like you're going down there for real?
Yeah, I've actually crossed it twice, but we have also a thing. My mom's ashes are going to be deposited.
Really?
Allegedly, because it's probably illegal to do it in international waters.
Allegedly, going to be in Minecraft. That's where it's going to happen. It's in Minecraft.
Yeah. We've done it before. We took some ashes in a plumb bob, which that's all those blast weights with that have the fitting with the teardrop shape, and dropped over the side, and it basically it went through the water, through a number of kilometers of water, reaching ballistic speeds before it drilled into the.
That is so neat.
My mom's was in the water, and so there's always various things. So places where there's water, allegedly she is wound up in fjords of Norway, allegedly, but not in the Mariana Trench, but not, and in the Magellan Straits, but we didn't do it because that would be illegal. We didn't do it in Crater Lake. We didn't do it in Yellowstone Falls. These are things we don't do, right? Because
I don't know what it is. I love like Shark Week and all that like Blue Planet ocean stuff. So the fact that you're going down to the Mariana, like I find that absolutely fascinating.
You like it when landing goes
Now,
down?
are you actually diving?
yeah. Well, it's weird.
In like a submarine or.
And part of the thing is because we've been doing some visiting of some thermal vents, and then but on the way there we'll be going over the trench, and so it's like, oh, why not?
Yeah.
And now, actually, there's now been more people down in the trench than there has been on the moon. It used to be the other way around. Now it's getting more there. But there's stuff down there. There's real critters in the water and so forth. So.
I think we're going to set my mom on fire, something like that. No, I shouldn't have.
Yeah, we have to do something. We'll have to do something for. So, say, Chad, you can get a little bit of something or other down there in the bottom, underneath all that water.
Yeah.
Pimpmunk gets his on the top of the water because he's Pimpmunk, right?
Yeah. Top of the water, baby, with my dick hanging out.
Yep.
What do you think, Shabby? Where do you want to be in the water?
A fish.
What?
You want to be in a fish in the water?
That's where you want to be, in a fish in the water?
That's oddly non-specific.
Exactly.
That's oddly non-specific.
Which fish? Just like any fish, or is it like a cool fish?
An octofish.
An octofish? Those are awesome.
Yes.
By the way, the A-list has joined this crowd. We have Tommy from the Bronx.
Oh, no, that's not alien. Sorry.
Oh, damn, it's Tommy.
Well,
He's not even.
you can choose which A you want. But
Hey, asshole. Yeah, that's no, he's on. He's definitely. He's an A-lister in my book. That's for sure.
A is an awesome.
Yeah, he's definitely an A-lister in our book here. We love Tommy. Tommy don't love Shabby, but we
What?
all love Tommy.
No. Tommy said I'm the greatest. Right, Tommy?
He felt nice
No.
for a moment. Tommy's awesome. I love Tommy. Tommy and Tommy's been boys for a long time. And he's a good dude. Good dude. Good motherfucker indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yes,
I'm excited
indeed.
about all this shit, though. Do what?
I said
Hey,
yes,
Tom-
indeed.
Yeah, Tommy's an honorable gent. But
Yes.
yeah, so I don't want to say that this is about ashes of stuff. Some people weirded out, but I think putting ashes in various spots is a kind of a fun thing.
What about if somebody puts ashes in a dildo?
I mean, wouldn't Pimpisha
It
like
happens. It has happened before. I think that's weird though. Like, because, like, what if the part of the ass that you put in a dildo was his heart?
His
Like,
heart
or
is
liver.
fucking you.
It's a liver dick.
The liver is fucking you. I don't
Yeah.
think it works like that. I think because the ashes get compressed down so
Missy,
much.
I'm just being stupid. Don't
I
break
know,
down
I'm
the
just
joke.
trying to think
If you
about
break
this. and
down
how
the
it
joke,
would
it
be.
becomes unfunny, Missy. We've talked about this. I will punch you in the left titty.
Oh, damn. Missy, don't let him do it.
I was talking about you.
Oh, me? Oh. Missy, don't let him do it.
I like the left one.
But no, the ashes ashes. Yeah, I'm okay with putting ashes in different places or whatever. If that's what you want to do. I mean, I'm all for it. I think my mom, when she passed, I think she wants to be spread out on the old hill that she grew up on. At the old, I think that's where she wants to be put. And I'm gonna put my dad with her because we currently have his ashes. So, but and then I'm leaving Mississippi.
My request is that my ashes go on in various volcanoes. So Lass's Peak,
cool.
Mount St. Helens, Mauna Loa, Kilauea, and if possible to get it into Mount Erebus, that'd be hard. But those are volcanoes I've seen erupting. But as I say, it's a fun thing. My mother just got a hoot out of figuring out, because places to go. And find she likes water, so places that have water that are interesting is important.
I'm just gonna request to be taxidermied and like doing the old fawns thing, maybe thumbs up.
I've seen a bunch of YouTube videos where they have like a compilation of different people who have been taxidermied at their funerals.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one guy on a motorcycle, just like riding the motorcycle, and everyone comes up and like pays their respects. There's another guy like sitting on a chair with a 40 in his hand. There was a lady like propped up against a wall somewhere. It was the weirdest video I had ever seen. But then I thought maybe we should do that with my mother-in-law. And we can taxidermy her and put her in the corner with a beer and a cigarette in her hand.
Well, Missy, what about this volcano? What are we doing the second hour?
We eat man.
We eat man. Basically, there's a Patreon below for the Morning Wood. Become a Patreon. We're gonna have more tiers coming. We got like one tier now, I do believe, and we're working on it. But yeah, become a Patreon. There's Streamlabs. There's directly to PayPal. If you want to tip, please tip. Much needed today. We still have our Patreons in the description right now. All of us personal Patreons. If you want to become personal Patreons. We all have our personal Patreons down there, including Booleanenator, who much deserves it. So just do that tomorrow on the show. Tomorrow on the show, we have 111. We have Evan LaFavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's going to be on the Father of Jesus. He likes to call himself. He's weird. He's fucking weird, dude, but I love him to death. He's going to be on the show tomorrow.
Is he like the person that got with Mary? And
I don't know if he's Joseph.
He's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's who he considers himself to be.
He's kind of crazy. He's insane. But I love him, and he will be on the show. So look forward to that. And then Wednesday, we've got the Power Couple, Marshall and Marilyn. And Thursday, I don't know.
There should be some pretty fun patron perks in the works too.
Oh, dude, there's gonna be some cool ass Patreon perks. That's what I said. If you want to go ahead and become a patron, we'll put you in the tier you belong in. There's some cool shit coming for sure.
I think we talked about like there might be some discounts on merch at certain tiers and some other exclusive benefits that will be announced at a later date once they're ready.
Yes, absolutely. There is merch. Yeah, there's definitely that coming too. For the Patreon.
I think we're just trying to figure out who to go with, who to use, and some companies are all messed up because of the current situations going on. There's places that aren't producing any merch right now because factories are shut down. Like there's some stuff in the way, so we're trying to wait till some stuff settles down.
Well, but it'll be there, and more things are coming. But to help feed his habit, he's got employees to attend to of this Fat and Funny Productions. So if you can donate, do do that e-demand thing?
He demanded right now, tip right now, because I need to buy hookers. They're not cheap.
No, notice he said plural, right? That's just one.
Yeah, and I buy the expensive kind of hookers, the ones that you like Burger King.
Mm-hmm. The ones that wash themselves between times.
They actually take a rag to their tutor twats.
It's funny. In one of my old apartments, I had a friend who would like come by, regularly. And one time he brought this girl with him, and I thought she was weird as fuck to begin with, but she just proved herself to be even more weird as the night progressed. Mm-hmm. And she left her bag at my place after they left, and I didn't know what it was, and I ended up like looking in it, and there was like a rag, a tampon, like 20 cents, and a necklace or something like that. And I was like, what? Why do you even carry this around? What is this? And my ex was like, oh, it's a hooker bag.
Yeah, hooker bags.
Because you got stuff to clean up after yourself, and then stuff for a payphone. Because this is when payphones were still like kind of around places.
Yeah. I said the last trip I took, which was go out to see Landon. I had there was a stop that we weren't supposed to take, but we took it because there was something on the track. And so they let us off the train, and then we went into this little old-style train station, and there was this fucking payphone right there. And I was like, I just looked at it for like, oh, God, I haven't seen this since I was a youngin'.
Did it have a Yellow Pages?
Whoa, Land.
Oh.
Whoa.
You got loud.
Way too close to your mic, Land.
Sorry.
You're fine.
You're good.
Sorry. Did it
not have a Yellow Pages.
Because that was the thing. They had the yellow and white pages up there, and it had. You're supposed to leave it in the cover because it got rain. You didn't want to have rain on. But the old style booths had things to close. Clark Kent be able to go in and
yeah, it wasn't a booth. It was just one of those cell phones on the wall kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't a booth. Booths.
I've actually never seen one of those ones that have the Yellow Pages and White Pages in it.
Oh, really?
I've seen phone booths. Like they just never had that book in it.
Someone's dated when they tell you to here's a quarter, call someone who cares, because that's where that phrase came from.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. And
I remember when I was a kid.
There is a. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
There is a telephone booth in the Marquesas Islands. That's kind of halfway between Easter Island and Hawaii. Out in the Pacific, their main capital city has a telephone booth. Real telephone booth. Works.
That's cool.
There's still a couple working telephone booths here.
Yeah.
Not very many, but there's a couple.
The only payphone I know of that's in the city is in the police station, and I only know that because my ex called me from it.
Yeah, well, they have. They definitely have payphones in jails. That's true.
I mean, it's funny because like people don't even think about where we think like the term dialing a number comes from, because it used to be an actual dial when it was a rotary phone.
I still have a POTS phone, right? This is a plain old. See, here's a plain old telephone. I got a real thing. This does not require batteries. It does not require, but it's a push phone.
Yep.
And it works.
I tell you something. You can also age somebody when you tell them to roll down the window. If they do this motion, they're from our.
Let's actually roll the window down.
Yeah, because you actually used to have to roll the fucking window down.
Yeah, because that motor cost extra, right? Yeah. That was for the fancy folks.
That were rich people. You remember when cell phones first came out? They had a big ass goddamn
the old Motorola bricks. You had a gun holster to carry around.
My aunt had one, and there was like a like a bag that came with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were some that were actually hardwired. There was car phones before there were mobile phones. They were basically the same thing, right?
Yeah.
But that's where it came from. But they were hardwired into the car, so like they've been in the car almost the longest.
Well, the battery and power thing was something that you could get out of a car because of the transmitter was quite power hungry.
Yes.
Very crazy.
I still have POTS lines. I mean, I have cell phone as well, but still have POTS lines because they're actually quite reliable in an emergency. Whereas, if you get something in a power, you get an earthquake or something, then everyone tries to go on the cell phone and cell phone thing sits in the jam. But POTS works.
Gage, nobody said telephone boobs.
Whatever. Yeah, nobody said that.
I mean,
Nobody said
just
telephone boobs.
think about Albert Hickok's The Birds, right? Telephone booth, right? That's quintessential movie stuff, right?
Yes.
Right? Shabisky?
That's one we should watch for movie night if you haven't seen it yet, Shab.
Have you seen Albert Hitchcock The Birds?
No.
Oh, that's amazing. It's one of my
It's a
favorites.
good one. We should watch that one.
Classic.
That's one of
Are you gonna watch it?
that famous attack scene on the booth when she's in the phone booth. It's amazing.
What's
dude.
your favorite really old comedy, Pim?
Really old?
The Jerk.
Yeah, I like Abbott and Costello.
Well, the Jerk. Yeah, the Jerk's my favorite comedy of all time. I mean, let's get that. Yeah, but yeah, I guess you consider that really old. But I don't know, dude. I like Blazing Saddles. Young Frankenstein. Go back to the Albert Costello movies, man. Where they. Like, what was that one with I can't remember where they were doing the haunted house or the mansion or whatever. I can't remember which one. That was fucking hilarious.
Abbott and Costello meet the mummy, maybe?
Maybe that's it. Yeah, I think that might be. I mean, that's
They
great.
did like
Three
the naughty
Stooges.
90s. I think
Yeah,
that,
the Three Stooges.
that might have been, that's where they did their most famous version of Who's on First.
So for Three Stooges, who was your favorite of the character? Are you a Curly fan or a Shemp fan?
Oh, Shemp doesn't count.
Yeah. I never even knew he existed.
Why is no one talking about Mo?
But then Mo's awesome. Larry's fucking great, dude.
Curly.
They're all great. I loved them all. My dad was a
Curly
huge Three Stooges fan.
Curly, definitely Curly. I like Shemp too, but Shemp just wasn't on Curly's level.
The
I like
original
all the-
Addams Family was good too.
Absolutely.
All the
Yeah,
Monty Python
I love
movies.
Lurch. Red Eye does a good Lurch.
Yeah.
I love the Andy Griffith Show going on, man.
Mm.
But Don Knotts was a comedy genius.
Mm.
The character Barney Fife was put out by Don Knotts. Comedy genius. Amazing. I love a lot of the classic comedy. I love the classic comedians like Rodney Dangerfield. I mean, that's one of my favorite guys. I love that motherfucker. Johnny Carson, dude. I know he's known for his show, right? But he was a great comedian.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, dude. I just love stuff like that. And I think if you're into comedy and you want to like be funny, watch those guys. Watch from beginning to end of all comedians. Like right now, there's like one comedian, then there's everybody else. There's Dave Chappelle, then there's everybody else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it is right now. Dave Chappelle is the greatest comedian right now alive. He is the Michael Jordan of comedy right now. I mean, he's just there. Now, of past, I think Carlin and Pryor are the greatest.
Sure.
So
yeah, they're great in different ways.
Yes.
I'll be right back.
Dave Chappelle's very smart comedy in a lot of ways.
Oh, he's very smart, intelligent. He's so intelligent. Sometimes people don't get what he's saying is intelligent.
Yep.
Um,
Layers.
Yeah, I hate to use the whole fucking old thing. Well, he's like an onion, but he is. He's like a fucking onion. There's so many layers there. Like Shabisky, so many layers.
Yeah. It's sweet and sour and
Dumbass.
hangy.
Peeling.
What kind of onions are you eating?
I'm a special onion.
Sweet and sour onion.
Yeah. I got a variety in me. I don't just taste like onion. Okay.
That's spicy, put out by Goya. But anyway.
You gonna watch that movie with us, Landon? You said The Birds?
Yeah, the birds.
The birds.
Hitchcock, the birds.
The birds.
And it
Never
is filmed.
seen The
It's
Birds.
actually it's filmed. It's just a little bit south of where I am right now.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that if we had more time sometime, Pimpmunk can go there and see the act. You can see the place where the schoolyard, the jungle gym where the birds are. All this stuff is still there. You can go and see. They still have the booth.
That's awesome. I would love to see that. By the way, quickly, we need to hear some money music tips. You gotta go 225 today. Let's make it.
For all that hard work that Pimp's been doing.
Yes. God damn it. I will kill you if you don't give me the money.
Worse yet, he'll kill us if you don't give him the money. And that
It's Missy taking
I have
the
more
fall.
of an objection.
Kill Landon. I'm gonna kill the old man right now. I'm just gonna cut him off.
You need to save me and by tipping.
Yes. Yeah, you do. And you really do. But yeah, man, I was so I overslept today because of some bullshit last night, but I'm super excited. And it might not seem like it, but I'm like my butthole's puckering over here. I really like my intro, really like my new layout and everything. We're really happy about it. And we're excited, man. Bunch of cool stuff. And all that stuff in the description, the P.O. box. Make sure you check that out. The Patreon for the wood, man. We need that money, so send it. That's for everybody on the show. Do it. Just do it, or Shabisky will die.
So yes, we need to keep Mr. the Greatest. His greatestness needs to stay alive. So there. And by the way, who's going to be the first person to send something to the P.O. box? You can go down in history.
Yeah, go down in history. History now. History, Shabisky.
Oh damn.
But make it good. Make it count.
Yeah, send your underwear.
Don't do that.
Send dirty underwear. Pimp wants it.
No. No.
Draw some fan art, right?
On your underwear.
On my underwear. You draw fan art, whatever, You want to write a letter, do that, man. I hadn't got a letter in a while.
Writes a letter.
A lot of people.
The future now.
Ooh.
You can just send you a
Since
message.
we don't know if there's ever going to be another street Patty's Day, here's my little 3/17 pun tip of the morning wood to ya.
Tip of the morning wood.
Appreciate
Tip of the morning.
that.
I like that. Tip in the morning wood.
Yeah, tip of the morning wood. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Shabisky will hug you now. Distance. It's a virtual hug, so yeah. Oh, by the way, hate to talk about the stupid shit, but we got to sometimes. They're now projecting that my state's gonna be number one, and everything with consider COVID, like patients,
Really?
deaths. They're not. It's not there yet, but they're projecting it's gonna happen.
That's awful.
Harvard doctors are saying that Mississippi is going to be the leading state.
Well, that's not
Pretty
good.
bad right now.
People should definitely tip even more so that Pimp can then pay people, and then I can pass some funds along towards building the wall in Canada.
Yeah, you can't actually drive into Canada, at least legally. Although don't they catch some people going over the border?
Well, that's the problem, Landon. You're not sending your best.
Here's the thing I've always wondered.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. It just looks like PT said he sent 50. He said, I sent 50. What the fuck? He said he's pissed.
Well, see ya.
He's pissed, dude.
Where did you send 50 to?
Did you send it to mine on accident, PT? It's okay. Just send another one to Pimp now. You're fine. You're always doing that, dude.
I don't think you went through, P. I mean, I'm checking. No,
if he sends 50, I will sing the Mr. Hanky song.
Yay.
Go through, though.
What? Maybe
It did
which
not go through.
PD Ham, which channel did you send it through?
I'm pretty sure you used Streamlabs.
It probably just didn't go through fully.
It happened. It happened one
Probably just
time
an
before
error.
with him.
Probably just a little error.
But anyway, Missy, you were wondering something?
When it comes to like the border in Canada and stuff, like how like the borders of the states go here, you can drive into another state through like a neighborhood and not even realize it.
No, we're closed.
Is it like that? Like
No, we're closed. They can't come in.
like the entire thing is just like being watched, like in every
got a whole
spot
row of attack beavers all ready to go. Nobody can come in. We're closed.
They're being Americanist right now. They're being.
You try to drive through, we say sorry. No way. You have to come back later. Canada closed.
Every single spot that you could cross over is being watched. Every meter of.
Well, there are people that try to sneak over, but Canadians can spot them because Americans kind of stand out in Canada.
There's maple syrup pits. Very sticky. You fall in, can't get out.
Wow.
They'll hit you with hockey sticks.
There's the Royal Mounted Police, and then there's the secret police. They ride on Caribou.
Ooh. And they'll ask you like hockey questions.
They will compliment you to death.
Sorry about that.
Trademark Canada. But you know, and poutines. Do they do poutines out in your neck of the woods?
Of course, we have the poutines. We got the donairs. That's really exclusive to the East Coast.
We do poutine up here too. I'm not that far from Canada.
There's actually a Canadian-based restaurant not too far from me, and they do a lot of poutine and stuff. It's Canadians actually moved to Mississippi for some fucking reason. I don't know what happened there.
People don't take the Canadians seriously or anything, but see, we got the secret plans. We got the attack beavers. Now, they don't attack people, they attack telephone poles. So we figure if you guys ever get out of line, we just send them down and they just destroy the grid. They just chew through all the poles, lines fall down, blackout.
Wow.
PT, that definitely did not go through. Your Streamlabs must be acting weird. Sorry, bud. But appreciate it. Anyways, Shabisky's dumb. He did it. He broke it.
Here, I'll try to fix it. Hold on. Let me hack it.
Do it again and add more zeros to whatever you gave before. It didn't go through. That's what it was. They were like, no, you got to give more.
Yeah, there wasn't enough zeros.
I'm going to run a test now. This is not one previous
no,
one
the
coming
Streamlabs
through.
is working. It worked earlier. You don't have to.
Yeah.
This is a test donation for $79.
Yeah, it's working. I think it's just on his end. It's definitely working. That was a test. I wish somebody would give stuff. Somebody needs to match John right now because John's not real.
Whoa, what am I hearing?
I'm hearing something. I think it's Missy. Her vagina talking.
No. She's
Is that real?
The transfer didn't come through yet.
There it goes. But you forgot that zero.
All right. So I can sing the Mr. Hanky song, right?
Yeah.
Yay.
Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo, he loves me, I love you, therefore scarcely he loves you, he's a piece of poo. Sometimes he's runny, sometimes he's corny, can be green or greenish brown. But if you've not fiber on Christmas Eve, he may come to your town. Oh, Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo, he loves me, I love you, therefore vicariously he loves you. He's a piece of poo.
Yay!
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah!
I was starting to say it didn't go through, but it did just now go through. But it went through on the credit card, not the PayPal. So you did it on the credit card that time. That's cool. I just don't have the money.
Thank you, PT.
You're right. Fuck. I'll kill you.
Yeah, by the way, that's David, they're asking, how is poutine spelled?
What's that now?
Poutin.
What's the official
Poutine.
Annie?
P-O-O-T-E-N. Poutine.
I think it's Poutine sometimes.
Yeah, it's
I don't know how it's spelled. I know how it smells.
Mm.
Poutine, yes, okay.
You don't
Yeah, that's
want
kinda
to come to Canada for the poutine. You want to come for the donairs on the East Coast.
But I
So
don't want
they're very-
gravy on my potatoes.
So
I
They're
like
very
gravy
specific.
on
You guys don't have them.
No.
Describe
we don't.
donairs.
donairs.
They're similar to like a shawarma or something like that,
Okay.
but it's got a very specific type of sauce. It's like a sweet garlic sauce on a spiced beef in a wrap with onions and tomatoes and stuff.
Mhm.
Cheese.
'Cause
Really good.
I work at least before COVID happened. I was working in a little Irish pub, and we did a couple different kinds of poutine. But I'm in New England, so Canada is not very far from me. But we didn't do donairs at all.
I tell you
Yeah,
what.
it's very, very much a Maritimes thing.
Mm.
Even in most of Canada, you don't see it.
Scratch that donair thing just a second, and we'll go back. Tell you what, we haven't got a Patreon yet. The first Morning Wood Patreon, I will send you that gray cabbie hat that I was wearing before I got this one. Autographed. I'll autograph it and send it to you for the first Patreon. And Missy will find something and send it to you, and so will Shab.
Okay.
Shab will send you something. He'll figure out what he wants to send you. She'll figure out what she wants to send you. And I'll send you a caveat for the first Patreon of any amount.
Well, they can ask like if there's something.
On the Morning Wood Patreon.
See,
Morning-
somebody's going to want to come in with a good opening bid, right? Otherwise, they'll can't come in for $1 knowing that.
No, I'm talking, nice.
No.
Well, thank you kindly for the comments on the singing. So David,
Very
you guys,
awesome. Man.
did you guys have on your traffic lights the blinking green signal, or is that only a BC thing?
We got just green and red, and sometimes you get yellow that blinks.
But you don't have a. Is that must be a West Coast blinking green?
Yeah, I've never seen
in
a
some of the
blinking green.
rural areas where you don't have a lot of traffic. If it's really late at night, some of the places I think still switch to like a blinking green on intersections, which basically means you can go, but look where you're going.
Yeah, they just do the blinking yellow here.
I suppose it's blinking yellow because blinking green.
That's all
Yeah.
they do. Is we have the
Is it-
blinking
is it-
yellow.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like some of them have switched that over, but I don't know. It's been a while since I've been in spots where that would be. Because in the
Well, it's
city,
like-
the lights kind of just go normal ways 24 hours a day because there's always some traffic, right?
Double naught 6 space says blinking green is for extra long green lights.
No. I've never
Makes
seen a
sense.
blinking green.
You ever seen a blinking green?
Yeah, so you get things where like the turn lane will have a blinking green.
Yeah, that could be. I don't drive much, so I don't pay attention to that. I bike everywhere, or walk, take the bus because it's more convenient in the city. you know.
Mm.
After I moved to the city, I got rid of my car. I was just like, yeah, I can, like, everything is so much closer and convenient when you're in like a rural area and you'd have to walk for like 2 or 3 hours to get to any kind of major place. It's good to have a car, but once you get to the point where you can like cross a street and there's 10 stores, you kind of go, I don't need this.
Yeah.
I think we got some Patreons, I think. But I think that they became Patreons on the mine and not the Morning Wood.
Nope.
So maybe someone can put the link into the chat.
I'm
They
trying
all
to figure
new,
out.
brand new.
Yeah. Everything's kind of new, so we're getting there, folks. If I have to figure something out later, I'll do it, but yeah. Anyways. Since I've been trying to sign up for the Patreon all morning, there's no tiers or anything being offered. Well, there should be a fucking tier. I don't know why there's not a tier. There should be one tier there.
The other things
Everything
are to be
Yeah,
determined.
sorry, it's do what?
Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, I think 2 Chains is right. I think it's not a creator page; it's a supporter page.
No, it's
You
a
create-
creative.
Oh, never mind. It does come up with. I don't know.
You can right there's a select membership level.
I'm sure it can be fixed after this stream.
Yeah.
Just announce it tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Well, we'll keep it the same idea, right? First person to become a patron on the Morning Wood Patreon, then you get a pair of my dirty underwears and Missy's and Pimp's. Or wait, no, he said a hat. Never mind.
Missy doesn't have dirty underwear. Missy never gets dirty. Missy's perfect. What?
Yeah. Yeah. So he'll set that up. He'll set up the Morning Wood for tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, guys. It's all new. It's all Shabisky's fault. Everything's new, but we're like I said, that kind of stuff's new. So for there'll also be a new PayPal up tomorrow. I do have a PayPal for the Fat and Funny Boy Productions, and you can that'll be a way. But sorry about that. We'll fix it though. And like Shabisky said, the same thing will be happening tomorrow. Yeah. So the whole first Patreon thing. Anyways, McGinnis, you have a podcast too, right?
What's that?
You have a show, right?
Yeah, me and Ansgar Odinson over at Odinson Media do the placeholder show. And once we wrap up with some of your stuff, we're going to be launching a couple other shows too. We're going to be launching the Immortal Gallery. It's going to be like talking to artists, sort of showcasing different types of artwork. And we're going to be doing a discussions show and sort of a podcast on comics and games and all. We're separating all the branding for everything. So we're rolling it out over time. But right now we got the placeholder show running.
And placeholder is a pretty good placeholder.
Yeah. We threw it up as a literal placeholder show, and then people were like, "Well, that's just going to be a thing now." So now it's a thing.
Good name.
And it's got really sophisticated placeholder graphics.
We over-engineered it just a little bit.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Mostly just talk about different interesting topics, bring in some fun guests here and there. We did a 2-hour conversation not long ago with Landon and Dr. Misha Griffin.
And
And
fun. We spoke a lot about poo there, I think.
yeah, it was sort of a shit show.
But scientific.
But like the good type.
The good shit.
Yeah. We talked about toilet paper and toilet sheet.
She was
history
actually
of them.
quite knowledgeable about that. And yeah, the history of...
Yeah, it was surprisingly, like, a surprising topic that went, just the interestingest of directions. Yeah, no, but just we got some stuff planned. Ansgar just got done moving, and so he's getting all re-situated, and we're setting stuff up.
I think I know what the problem is.
People want to check that out. It's over on Odinson Media is the YouTube channel.
All right. I think I just fixed the Patreon, by the way. Now, the Patreon is currently under review to make sure it meets our guidelines. So it's under review to make sure it meets our guidelines, Shabisky. And you're muted.
Oh, sorry, babe. Okay, hopefully they'll allow us to have a Patreon. That would be so nice of them. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well,
we're nice.
By the way, if you notice, I want to talk about the new look for a second. You see, the new look it's all daylighty and morning-ish and stuff, and we're taking away all like the darkness and stuff of it, and also we're taking away that in general of the show. Like we're trying to be more. Like I'm still edgy, motherfucker, but we're moving on from other stuff and not talking about certain things and trying to join the rest of the fucking world and be better and not add to the problem. That's what we don't want to be here. We don't want to add to the problem. We don't want stuff in the chat room that adds to the problem. And I know I pissed a bunch of people off the other day. Whatever, fine. I'm PC pimp. I'm pussy pimp. People making insults and videos and whatever. Fine and dandy. But we're moving on from that shit. We're not trying to add to a problem that's really strong across the world right now. There is sexism and racism and transphobia and stuff like that, and we're not going to add to the problem. We're not saying that we won't make edgy, funny jokes sometimes, but our intent of the show is to make you smile, make you happy, and just make your day a little bit better in the mornings, especially now through all this bullshit, through the pandemic and all this shit. We're just trying to be goofy. Me, Missy, Shabisky, Bulls, McGinnis, who's been working on this shit, he did it with lightheartedness. Landon's got a good heart. We're trying to be better is all we're trying to do here. So, and we're trying to brighten everything up a little bit. No, it's not a safe space. I'm still, like I said, I'm going to be edgy about other shit now. I did all the jokes about the other shit. I've done that. It's like back in the day when I used to do atheist comedy. I did all that. I'm done with it now. It's time to move on. And we're going to just start putting our penises on Bibles now. And burning American flags. No, we're not going to do none of that here.
Wait, no? What the fuck?
On mine.
Even though we had guests that has. I mean, we had Jeff Holiday on here all the time, and he burnt 3 flags at once with a goddamn torch. It was pretty cool.
He did.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. And we've got people of all sorts of creed, cultures, and sexualities that come in here. We have trans people, we have straight people, gay people, black people. We even have a few Asians who hate me. It's okay to make fun of Asians. That's the only type of people you can make fun of, Asian people. No, I'm joking. You can't make fun of Asians, but you can make fun of rednecks. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because I'm a redneck. No.
Because anybody can be a redneck. A redneck isn't a race.
Dude, if you notice that most of the racial problems ain't even coming from the South.
Exactly. It's these closet motherfucker racists up in the
Everybody's
north.
like, oh, the South's so racist. Most of the shit's happening in places that ain't the South.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. But I blame Landon, the head of all of it. Every bad organization, Landon's the head of it.
I am?
the Illuminati, the Satan worshippers, Scientology,
Really?
Wendy's. Chick-fil-A, Boys and Girls Club. He's a priest. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, Shabisky made that joke. That was Shabisky's joke. He wrote that joke.
It was an accident. I thought it would be funny.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, but yeah, all that, we're just trying to be happy here and trying to do good things. And I don't want wars or battles or trying to hurt anybody. And if I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to tolerate this stuff anymore. It's just not. We're not going to make a big deal about it. We're just not going to let you do it. Because I've seen, look, when I see women in my chat room telling people to stop sexually harassing them, it is then my position as the leader of this show to tell people not to do that. So, that's all I'm saying. Shabisky is touching me right now.
Oh, yeah.
You can be edgy without being an asshole.
Yeah. You can be an asshole without being an edgy.
Yeah, he's got that reach.
Yeah, I'm reaching. Oh.
Missy.
Got a good grip.
Yeah, babe.
How you doing?
I'm alright.
You had any rasslers over there?
Rasslers?
No.
Motherfucker, I'm from the South.
I wasn't making fun of the way you said it. Sorry.
No, they don't know what they're doing yet. I got an email this morning saying that there's going to be a webinar to discuss what they're doing as far as like the back to school plan, because they had 3 different ideas, but they had to be submitted to the state for approval. So I guess now we're going to find out which one they're going to do.
Didn't they already like try open up one school and then shut it right the fuck back down like the same day?
They're telling us every kid is going to get a laptop. So I'm assuming that at home is going to be the main. Yeah, like I'm assuming at home is going to be the main focus of it. I don't know if they're going to allow things at the school. I don't want my kids going to the school. They want, like, I know, and my youngest doesn't. He'd rather stay home. He doesn't give a fuck. My oldest misses it. That's his junior year. It's important.
He's an athlete. He's an athlete.
Exactly.
It's taking away something he's very passionate about, which it sucks. But we have this. I mean, it does suck. It sucks that young men can't go out and be athletes and stuff like that. But that's just the time we're living in. And
maybe the silver lining is they'll have to rethink the education system a little bit, because like the whole structure was sort of like designed for another time. It's a little out of date. We got a lot of technology. We got a lot of things that I think can help with education in general. That's just not being utilized. Like there was no motivation to change. Right now, people have to rethink how everything's done, and maybe we come out with something a little bit more efficient.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean,
hopefully.
Yeah, and maybe online teaching is a little better for one reason, and here's the reason why I think, because in school it's hard for a teacher to pay one-on-one attention to kids. It's hard, and some kids have to have that one-on-one stuff to learn, because each kid learns differently, right? Landon.
Yep.
Each kid, like, it consumes knowledge in a different way than other kids. Like, I learn stuff different than Shab and Missy, I'm sure. I've got to, like, okay, here, take my head for a minute. Let's use my mind for a minute. I get obsessed over things. Landon can tell you that. Like, if something's bad happening, I'm obsessed over that. I all my focus goes to that. So he figured out a way how to talk to me to get my mind different ways, because he had one-on-one attention to me. Same way with kids, right? Kids kids are different. They're different. And also with the safety thing, we can't get adults to wear face masks in a fucking grocery store for 20 minutes. How are we going to get a kid to wear a mask in a school for 6 or 7 hours? It's just not going to happen.
Oh,
it'd
I
be,
see. By the way, I do see that we have a person in the chat who said, "We."
Deanne, what's up?
Graced by the beauty herself, Deanne.
Fox girl.
it'd be interesting if we kind of leveraged some of the machine learning and all the stuff that's going on to, so the kids that are learning from home can kind of like hit up different subjects in school at their own pace.
Mm-hmm.
And then the teachers can kind of just watch. And so like the kids that are just moving along, they might move faster than the other kids in some areas and whatnot. You can just let them go, give them tests and whatever. But then the people, you'll be able to measure like, this person's not getting through. Like they need the extra attention, like real time kind of feedback or something.
And some people, they do better visually. Some people do better audio. Some people do better written. I mean, it kind of depends upon there. So people have different modes that is effective. And so it's hard for a teacher with a large class to try to pay everyone attention and give that a visual attention to everyone that needs it. So
yeah, that's why I think some kind of like adaptive system for education, like more so than just expecting the teacher to adapt, right? Because like that's unreasonable, especially with the size of the classrooms, right? When you got a teacher who's got like 30, 40 kids in a classroom, how are they supposed to do anything?
Hey, and it cuts out molestation in Catholic schools, so cool.
Yep. It's true.
That was the best joke.
It'll be the rise of priests having private cam shows.
That's what's up next.
Yeah. But, it's just, dude, I get so, look, man. And people are like, I can't wear a mask, right? Fuck you, shut up, don't be stupid. Because I have breathing problems. Well, if your breathing problems is that bad, you can't wear a mask for 10 minutes, then stay home anyway.
Yep.
I mean, shit. I see a woman, and it's like, so people make the dumbest arguments on shit. Like, I got an argument the other day about kneeling, right, for the national anthem. Like, only thing I kneel for is God. I said, well, did you kneel to engage to your wife? Yeah, well, is she God? And do you kneel to pray? Yeah. Well, some other people kneel to pray. The gods you don't believe in, they kneel to God. It's so weird. Kneeling, the kneeling thing. And by the way, that is the most respectful way to protest.
Yes.
Kneeling and being quiet is the most respectful way to protest. It's everybody wants to jump on the dude who got it started. Whatever his name is. Kilpatrick, Kirk, whatever the fuck his name is. I can't remember his name. But, anyways, he was told to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, he was told to do that by Colin Kaepernick, by a soldier. A soldier was, because he first sat down during the national anthem, and the soldier told him that was disrespectful. But the best way to respect it is to kneel, if you want to protest. And so he did that to respect the soldier. So he's not disrespecting soldiers. He's not disrespecting. He's just protesting in a respectful way. And people that do that, fuck, I'll kneel, throw my hand up. I don't give a shit. So fuck off.
I mean, kneeling is like traditionally a sign of reverence and whatnot too, right? Yeah. When has kneeling ever been a disrespectful thing to do?
Right.
Well, I mean, there's some people that just are disrespectful in general. And I think this whole this person is kneeling, therefore, is that's just one of those kind of.
How dare they stand out?
I'm getting high off hand sanitizer.
Yeah, because they should have the freedom to go and do the patriotic circle jerk like everyone else does.
You can jerk my circle later.
Oh damn!
By the way, I really like the fact that Fox Girl D as two X's. That I think that's class.
Mhm.
That's an important distinction. Fox with two X's.
Well,
One X isn't enough. 3 X is too many.
hey, there's an X. I only have one X. It's enough.
If you're gonna just have 1 X, you may as well have no X's at all.
God damn.
So Pete Ham says he will kneel on his good knee. Yeah, don't kneel on your bad knee.
And you know, people ask me about the X all the time. Why is the X there? The X is there because I had some issues with YouTube when I had many years ago when I had original just Pimpmunk, and then I said fuck it, I just put an X to it. So that's how that happened.
You have issues with YouTube? How's that?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I have a few. Believe it or not, YouTube doesn't like Pimpy. And you know, for a long time, I said it's bullshit that I was on a list. I was like, no, there's no possible way that they picked my little ass, big ass, but for a list. But when they send Google moderators to your chat room to delete people and shit, yeah, you might be on a list.
Now that you have your trademark, you get your name back.
Exactly. And there's been somebody out there using my name lately.
Uh-oh.
You know that's against the law when it's trademark, right? You have to pay up, buddy.
Yep. That little TM. That little TM there makes it very naughty to use a trademark inappropriately.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I own that fucking name. So what you need to realize, it's mine. And it's also Missy's. Because she my mammy. She my sexy mammy. But free use is allowed. Oh God, let's not make this like an argument. We're not gonna get into the arguments of this bullshit.
Yeah,
I was just making
trademarks aren't copyrights.
No.
But if someone else comes along or someone tries to do public performance and says they're Pimpmunk and they're not Pimpmunk,
yeah,
that's a trademark issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And by the way, I was just making a joke. I'm not suing anybody, all right? It was just a joke.
Yeah, but
I am
trademarks
suing
are not
Shabisky
copyrights.
for acting like a human.
Wikipedia actually has a pretty good page on trademarks. You can read that. But yeah. By the way, speaking of sorry, there, Mr. Greatestness. When you say sorry, you just say sorry. Trademark Canada, because Canada has trademarked sorry.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's ours.
Sorry.
It's
Trademark.
sorry, eh?
Sorry, eh? I did it. I'm Canadian now.
Notice
It's official.
See, you're.
No, you have to go do the other Canadian things. You got to kiss a cod or a puffin or something like that first.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kiss things. Sounds fun.
But your A has to be done also appropriately too, because you notice how David does A and you do A, right?
A.
No, it's A.
I don't know.
Oh,
A.
you gotta get your intonation right.
I need to practice my Canadian. I'm sorry, guys.
Just make the sound.
Is that it?
You gotta get good in practice. That way, when you try to flee the States, get away from the troubles. They'll let you across the border.
I hope I don't get stuck in the maple pits. I'll get fucked.
It'd be a sticky situation.
Oh no.
But at least they don't have drop bears like they have in Australia. That's.
Oh.
They need to quit dropping those bears.
Blaze gave you your sorry card because she is a Canadian. So
Sorry.
You get the sorry
Sorry,
card.
eh?
So what?
What? Am I doing
What
it right?
did you just do?
We've got had a long running dispute with those Parker Brothers guys.
Yeah. Canadians are crazy. I'm just gonna say they like pooping on French fries. That's crazy.
Ew.
I don't know why we want to poop on some fries. Fries, farting on them all the time.
No, I've had some good poutine.
I am that kind of childish. I am. I'm sorry. I'm that kind of childish. Every time they say Vladimir Putin, I fucking laugh. I'm sorry, but
I like Putin. Not Vladimir.
Is there a Vladimir Putin?
Vladimir
Probably.
15.
I'm sure there's some restaurant that's come up with a Russian fucking Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, it would
You
be
know
it'd be just one fry.
On a horse. Yeah.
We'll give you the gravy later.
One fry on top of a whole salmon. Just like the entire fish.
You're interested in the cheese. There you go.
In Mother Russia, we are the fries. But I don't know why I did that voice. That was my Australian
It's
voice.
not fry that makes a poutine, but human that fry eat.
I can do a great Australian
Saudi
accent.
Russia, poutine fry you.
You can?
Yeah, I can do an amazing Australian accent. Well, listen, Adi, man.
Get cash back on groceries.
What? You want cash back on some groceries?
What?
Somebody getting some cash back on some groceries.
I
I
hope I
want
do.
some groceries.
Was that sounded like Alexa. Hey Alexa, order 100 rolls of toilet paper.
Yeah, we need toilet paper. So here's the thing, dude. I think my state's about to shut down again. Like really shut down. So it's gonna have to.
It's gonna have
And
to.
we're almost at closing time here on the show too. So, and before we do that, I want to give a special thanks to Dave McGinnis for all the hard work he did on the intro and layout and stuff.
Clap, 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 clap.
Yeah, very much. And also, hopefully tomorrow we will have the Patreon working. I thought it was working, but it wasn't. Sorry. But hopefully we'll have that Patreon working. And we'll Levin LeFavor and I think Dirk Cobain, but I don't think I booked Phoenix Rose, but somebody's posting that Phoenix was going to be here. I don't know what's up with that.
I can talk to Phoenix and see.
Yeah, it's going to be Dirk, and the Red Eye was supposed to be here tomorrow too, I think. So, Red Eye left the show earlier, by the way. If you didn't hear him talking anymore, it's because, well, he had to go murder a puppy.
Yep.
Whoa.
Well, I think he was out there hunting drop bears to make sure that they and to make sure they're not COVID-19 compliant, because apparently they've been having problems with drop bears from Victoria crossing over into Queensland.
Yes, sir.
And dropping COVID-19. So
Yes, sir. But I'm yeah.
We've
Killing
had
them
problems
droppers.
with delivery people from the States coming in.
oh, are they like delivering COVID-19 to Canadians?
You're not sending your best.
Oh. Well, but we could send things over. Well, maybe if there's a hurricane, the wall will come down and we can go in there.
Yeah.
I
Well-
hear you've had some wall troubles.
Well, but you know,
I don't
walls
even
are-
know
are
that
hard.
you can call it a
They're-
wall. It's
they're kinda
closer to
creepy.
a fence,
It is.
but you can't really even call it's more just like fence posts.
A little puff of air blew it down.
Well, I think Shabisky would say it's not the greatest because he's
not
the greatest.
Mm-mm.
He's the greatest.
Shabisky has the greatest wall around his basement.
Yeah.
He just don't know how to
Wow.
properly set up a green screen. That's all.
What do you mean?
They don't see what we see. What we see is a fucked up way to put up a green screen.
I don't know about any of this.
Yeah,
All
you-
sloppy.
I don't believe this.
But all right. Well, anyways, so glad we had McGinnis and Landon on today. Thank you both for the work you put into the intro and the layout and all that stuff. And we got, like I said, the PO box is down there. The company, Fat and Funny Boy Productions. If you want to send some stuff to the PO box, please do so. Yeah, man, we're excited. The new Patreon is going to be rolling tomorrow, I hope.
Excellent.
And we're all excited about it. So make sure you join us tomorrow. Evan LaFavor is going to be here in Dirt, and we're going to have a good time. Thank you, Landon. Thank you, McGinnis.
Thank you, Bull.
Yo, keep
Thank
the wood
you.
up, guys.
That's what I deal
No
with,
thanks
folks.
to Bulls. Thanks,
there.
Bulls deserve no thanks.
What?
I'm joking.
You want me to end this stream, don't you? You really want me
You
to push the
teddy
button?
bear. You're a teddy bear that I want to just grab and
He's always
mushy
sitting there disavowing everything.
Oh, mushy butt. Mushy butt.
Disavow.
Are we dead yet?
See, look, he's doing it again.
No, we're not dead. You haven't made fun of
He's
Shabisky.
disavowing
Okay,
his disavowals.
Let's end it here. Let's end it with these words. Shabisky sucks.